Hey everybody, it's Lauren Taylor 87. I'm filling in for Wendy today because the poor thing has been out of town for an entire week from her house. And today she's actually just heading to the airport right now, and she's going to be traveling all night long. And then she gets home tonight at like midnight or something. But if you think about it, she's on New York time for days, and it really was 3 a.m. her time. So anyway, so I'm going to do it for her today, and then she'll be in on Thursday to do mine. This week's topic is, what has been the hardest part for you? This is such an, I guess you would call it like an open-ended question kind of thing. Like, it could go any way. But to me, I would say probably the hardest thing is the emotional part. I'm still trying to figure out my triggers, what makes me go and eat when I shouldn't. I would eat large portions, and that would be one of my problems, but my biggest problem would be snacking when I wasn't hungry. Being at home, I would just grab a bite. I mean, even if it's not like snack food, like I don't buy snack food. Even if it wasn't a snack, it would be like a bite of the leftover dinner, or leftovers, or a piece of cheese, or just anything in the fridge. When I feel like eating, I would just eat. I would just do it. And I think it's a part of the fact that my life was very out of control when I was younger. My mom worked at night, and I was mainly left alone. And so I had the option to kind of do what I wanted. So I would say, to be completely honest, I watched things on television I shouldn't, things that weren't appropriate for kids. And I hung out with people who were older than me, and I ate when I shouldn't be eating because I wasn't hungry. I just did things because I could. So I grew up faster than most kids, I would say, probably because of that reason, because I was left alone to kind of just do my own thing. And so that is part of the reason that now I eat when I want to eat. Like, no one's going to tell me I can't eat, kind of thing. Who's going to stop me? And I actually remember as a kid thinking, I can't wait till I'm older and I can like just go buy a bag of chips and no one's going to be watching how much of it I'm eating and stuff. And I even, like, when I would think that, I would also think right after that, like, what is wrong with you? Like, why is that something you want to do? Like, when I have my own car, I'm going to be able to go through the drive-thru. No one's going to know what I'm eating and stuff. So I have a lot of emotional to all this that I'm still trying to work out. And so that's something I'm still dealing with. I'm just under a year post-op. I'm about a week and a half away from being a year post-op. And I mean, I've lost 100 pounds. I work out a lot. I'm really good at buying only the things I really should be eating. But there's still something inside me that just takes bites when I don't eat it. And it frustrates me that I do it, and I get mad at myself when I do it. But I recognize it's there, and I recognize I have a problem, and I am really, really working at it. It's not something I ignore in any way. If I bring it up here on YouTube, it means it's something that I know is going on, and I know it's a problem. Because I'm not in denial about it. And there are things that I probably am in denial about that I probably don't talk about because I'm in denial about it. So that's something that's really hard for me. And as you can tell in my mood talking about it, it's hard for me to get on here and say that to everybody, that I eat outrageously. I mean, even now, I take bites when I'm not hungry, and it's something for the last couple months that I've really been talking about and working on, but I'm doing better. Right now I've decided to do like a no carb thing, for the main reason that the things I snack on are normally carbs. The things I go and grab out of the fridge, like sometimes even if I'm not hungry, I'll like make myself half a sandwich and I'll eat it. And I'm like, a half a sandwich? Like, now that's a meal to me. That's not even a snack. Why am I doing this? Like, it's not time for dinner yet. What am I doing? And then I feel so sick, and it's just so unhealthy. So, like I said, I'm doing the no carb thing because it really controls me. If it's only the high protein stuff that I'm going to be eating, and I can't like drink juice, drink milk, any of that kind of stuff either, because there's carbs in there, then it's made me sit back and think more about the things I'm eating and be like, I'm really not that hungry. Like if I've actually got to go sit down and make something that's all protein, no carbs or whatever, then I think about it more. It's not as easy to just grab. Now I've got to think what has carbs in it, and I'm not going to eat those. And it kind of reminds me of like with you gastric bypass people, like you have to think how much sugar is in that. Like, yeah, you might crave some ice cream, but you look at that ice cream and you're like, I'm going to get sick. Like I could have dumping from that or whatever triggers your dumping. Is kind of how I'm with like this thing. Like I can't eat carbs. I can't eat carbs. So like I'll look in the fridge and be like, I kind of want that. Nope, that has carbs. Even a bag of trail mix or whatever. So yeah, those are my issues that I am dealing with. And sorry, I'm so bummed out today. I told Wendy and BB this morning that the weather in California has just been sucking, and it kind of puts me in a bad mood when the weather's in a bad mood, or when the weather is bad. I'm a total California girl. I love the sun. I don't ever want it to rain. I don't ever want it to be cold. I want the sun out all the time, and I'd rather be dripping in sweat because I'm so hot than have it be cold. So it's just ugly out, and I've been thinking about this topic, and it kind of gets me in that mood too. So anyway, that's about it. I thank you all for tuning in, listening. Please respond with your answers on what the hardest part of this is. And I would love it, love it, love it if you guys could make a response video to this one, because I would love to hear the parts that are hard for people. And maybe there's something I can help you with, just like maybe there's something in this that you can help me with my snacking and stuff. But this is a really good topic for you guys to be posting response videos for, because this is something every single person deals with. Like some of the other topics, maybe not everyone deals with it, like your friends, your fat friends, or, like stuff like that. Like, but this is something, like there's got to be something that is challenging you. What is challenging you? What is hard for you in this process? Let us know. Tomorrow is, I think she changed her name to Losing It with Rebecca. Before it was Becca Gets Banded. But so yeah, I think it's Losing It with Rebecca, not Becca. She's on tomorrow, and check her out. She's a newly post-op person, which is awesome to watch. I love watching people who are newly post-op. And I'll talk to you guys all later, and look for Wendy on Thursday. Bye, guys.